The story behind our doll's house. Our doll's house is the work of Yvonne Fitzmaurice, who is a member of the White Horse Historical Society, as a gift for her daughter Susan's birthday. Her family lived in Fuller Street, Mitcham from about 1968 to 2002, and the doll's house was constructed between the years 1976 and 78 and is built on a strict 1:12 scale, as is all of the furniture. Whilst the majority of the work was done by Yvonne, it became a family effort. The assistant builders were her husband Malcolm, her son Alastair, and of course her daughter Susan. Their framed photographs can be found on the inside of the front opening panel. The house was completed in time for Susan's birthday, the 15th of August 1978, when she was given a title deed to mark the occasion. Her name is engraved on a brass-coloured plate beside the front door, and the presentation date is inscribed on a brass-coloured diamond situated at the apex on the front of the house. The doll's house was made from the plans for Pepperwood Farm, which is a 10-room early American farmhouse which opens at the front, back and right roof. You can see from the picture of the finished doll's house, Yvonne did a magnificent job in perfectly creating Pepperwood Farm. Yvonne's husband cut and assembled the 1/2-inch, 1¼ centimetre marine ply body and was also responsible for installing the electric lights. Yvonne then called upon previous experience in making furniture, upholstery and wallpapering to undertake the building and furnishing of the house. The doll's house is mounted on a wheeled plinth, which makes it movable, and it's worth noting that the width allows it to pass through a normal house doorway. 2 drawers act as a storage area for accessories such as the Christmas decorations, and one of the drawers is concealed and contains all of the plans and spare material should repairs be needed. The doll's house is 96.5 centimetres high, plus the height of the plinth, 66 centimetres wide and 84 centimetres deep. It opens at the front, back and right roof to reveal the 10 fully furnished rooms inside. When you look at the house in its glass case, you will notice that it can be placed against a wall, enabling both end doors and the roof to be fully open. This allows a child to see all of the rooms with ease. The case was designed and made by Harley Hall, who is an active member of the Society. When it was time to complete the roof, Yvonne's son Alastair helped with the tedious task of cutting to shape and fixing the many hundreds of tiles. These made from wooden tongue depressors, each one making 3 tiles. The section of the roof over the veranda consists of approximately 190 individual tiles. No attempt has been made to count the total number. The windows are made from lime wood to a 1:12 scale, and the glass is made from acrylic glued between 2 pieces of wood. The windows open and close as a result of U-shaped wood that make the sash window channels. There are 19 windows in the house, including 3 in the bay window. Susan collected willow twigs from the garden and glued them onto the outside of the large flower boxes to give them a more rustic appearance. The veranda posts and balustrades were so fiddly to make that it took Yvonne all of one Easter break to complete them. There are 10 doors in the doll's house, and they are made from a close-grained wood called basswood or lime wood, and special tools were needed to work the wood. A 1/4-round trims gave the correct finish to each door panel and maintains the scale of 1:12. Earrings were often used as doorknobs. There are lights throughout the house which are powered by a 9-volt battery. On the landing there are 2 switches that work separately to light upstairs and downstairs. The dining room wallpaper was imported from St. Charles, Illinois. The remaining rooms were papered with locally made gift wrap. The back bedroom boasts wall-to-wall carpet based on the Malcolm family tartan. All the wooden furniture was made by Yvonne, except for the writing desk and the cupboard above it, which were bought from a store in the USA. The metal bed, the bathroom furniture, the metal hinges and special drawer pulls were also imported because when the house was built, miniature dolls furniture was unobtainable in Australia. In 2002, when the Fitzmaurice family home was sold, the doll's house went to stay with close friends of the family in Blackburn, where it remained until 2017. As the children had grown and subsequently their interest in the doll's house had waned, it was then offered to and accepted by Whitehorse Historical Society to be installed in the museum. The transfer was made official with both Susan and the president of the society, Pat Richardson, signing deed of transfer, thus giving the doll's house a permanent and secure home. On an early winter's morning in 2017, the doll's house was transported on the back of a trailer from Blackburn to the Schwerkolt Cottage and Museum complex. It was manoeuvred into position by willing members of the Wednesday working group and installed in the museum. Yvonne was then able to refurnish the doll's house and return it to the wonderful display that you can see today. The doll's house is located in the Schwerkolt Cottage and Museum complex, 2 to 10 Deep Creek Road, Mitcham, Victoria. The museum is where the Whitehorse Historical Society displays items from their collection. The complex is open on weekends and public holidays from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and entry is free. Whitehorse Historical Society hopes you have enjoyed the story so far, and you can find details about the interior of the doll's house and those who live there in Chapter 2, Living in the Doll's House.